Hi everybody, we are in Sedalia, Missouri, and today is the Boone County Draft Horse Sale. I'm getting kind of addicted to running these, to driving Oliver in the harness and doing all that harness work and the draft horse work, and the more I learn about it, the more I realize I need a team. So I think Oliver needs a partner so that he can pull double and do the farm work that I'm wanting to do with him. And if I'm gonna get one, it might as well be a mare, and there's 4 mares or fillies consigned, registered Clydesdales in this sale today. So let's go see if we can find them and start seeing if we should get one bought today. I don't have to buy one today because there's still the National Clydesdale sale in April.
Yeah.
But let's stay tuned and see if I do some bidding or not. Okay, everybody, I found the owner of the Clydesdales and found one of the Clydesdales right here. Which one is this?
This is Grace, lot number 20.
Grace, lot number 20, okay. Is it the one that didn't have the picture that was consigned with the registration?
Yeah.
And,
did it say she was 15?
She's
15? Okay.
years old, yeah. And she's foaled before?
Aww.
She has full before. Yeah, and she is in full right now.
She's in full right now. Awesome.
Yeah.
Is she pretty gentle?
She is
Very gentle?
Yeah.
Hi, babe.
And she's worked harness work.
Hi.
She drives. I drove her all day yesterday.
Nice.
Sometimes she's a little, it's a little tough a bit, but she's 15. She said no way. But she's not a runaway or anything like that. She's got a strong, nice nose.
Would you say like a kid could ride her or anything, or is she?
For riding, she's more of that walking type. She likes to go trails, and that's what we've got a lot of.
Okay.
Trail riding. Also,
That's what my daughter rides
she's
a lot. She's wanting one to ride. I haven't rode one.
I'm not a rider at all. Like I'm not good at it, and so for me to be riding her, that says that
A lot.
A kid
Okay.
could probably ride her.
Her feet are smaller than Oliver's.
Quite a bit smaller than Oliver's. Yeah,
Are they?
Oh yeah, he is massive.
she's a little bit bigger than Oliver right now, but her feet are smaller.
She's trimmed back in the heel, but she's got a very nice width of heel.
There was also another Clydesdale mare and a yearling filly. We peeked at them really quick, but we had to run out to get our bidder's number before the auction started.
Okay, we got here late, so we only got to check out those mares really quickly. And JR and Becca are running to get their number so we don't miss them in the sale. What's your bidding number? 719.
Once we got our bidder's number, we went back out and watched them ride the first mare around a little bit. So like stated earlier, this mare is 15. She's bred. I believe her due date is October. Obviously she's trained to be rode, and then also I think she pulls single and double.
Got a pretty head.
This was really about all we got to see of this mare before she headed into the auction ring.
Okay, here's the one that I'm interested in. Let's see if we're going to bid or not.
William of Pinnacle and Coliseum Independent on the top side out of a Solomon's Colonel bred mama. Broke to right hand drive, single, double, great mare with a great, wonderful disposition, and is in full to Freedom Highland Sir Charles for a late summer maybe this year. Actually going to be in October maybe this year. Ooh, you're talking about one pretty registered Clyde mare. Broke and bred and ready to go with the paperwork is in the office, all good to go.
Can't go unless she's pretty cheap though.
Even very on hell of gear. Ready to go. $100 right there. Somebody get $10,000 here. With it, making it a $10,000. We'll get 4. We're going to get there. Somebody get 4 to start. 35. Down $35 down. 35. 35 down here. Down $35 down here. Down 35. Want to get 25. $100 down high. Down $3,000 down. 23 down. 35 down. 4 down. 45 in. 45 down. 5 down here. Down $5.
Already above 5 starting out.
45 and $5,000 down here. Down 45. $5,000 down 45. Yes,
can't do that. She's worth it, but I can't afford that right now. Especially not with the filly still coming up later.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. They don't all come broke like she is and is quiet with a disposition like this mare's got, and she's going to lay down here late this fall or early fall and have you a nice baby to a registered Clyde stud. The paperwork is all in line. Here's a nice quiet broke mare that's okay. 5,700 and a half. Sentinel sold 5,600 down below Ruben. Thank you much. $5,600.
We were actually kind of sad not to get this mare. She was super sweet. She was bred. She was going to have a foal. She was broke to ride and drive. In the moment, JR said, you know, she went a little bit higher than we wanted to go. But looking back, she was actually a really great deal. Somebody got an awesome horse. Next, we went back over to the stalls because we were super excited about meeting this yearling filly. But she was sleeping when we got back over there.
She's sleepy.
She was so sound asleep, we decided not to bother her until she woke up, and we looked at the other mare he had instead. This was the other Clydesdale mare they had, and she was a little bit younger than the other mare we looked at. I want to say about 12. And as you can see, she is much taller. I didn't even realize that I wasn't getting all of her in the camera. She's so tall. She was well over 18 hands.
Would you mind taking her out and trotting her where I can see we can talk about the lameness?
So the story on this girl is that she was not broke to ride or drive. She had been used as a broodmare, but he said that she is one of their sweetest mares. Like if they would go somewhere like a petting zoo or something like that, she's the mare that they would want to take. Right here, JR is having them walk her, move her out so that he can watch her and detect any lameness, because they stated that she had been lame in her back end, but that they had recently taken her to a chiropractor, and since then they hadn't noticed the lameness or limping back there. JR watched her go really closely for a while and didn't detect any lameness. She moved pretty good, it seemed like, but it definitely made us a little bit wary of her, even though she was super sweet and gentle. The little yearling filly finally woke up, and we were very excited to meet her. This is really the one that we wanted to look at.
Did you say how much they...
Aww. Oh.
So the little filly's name is Gladys, and she is 11 months old. And the owner was telling us that she's a little bit on the smaller side for a Clydesdale yearling, which honestly didn't bother us. We kind of liked the idea. The other mare that we had just looked at, I think she was almost 19 hands. She was just huge. It was almost a little intimidating. And this little girl, we would want her for our family horse. We would train her to pull with Oliver, and Becca's really wanting one to take on trail rides. So size-wise, that wasn't really a factor for us. JR and Becca are really liking the idea, though, of getting a younger filly so that they can kind of start her from scratch and do all the training themselves.
No, she loves it.
You know, and then all of a sudden they come out.
The owner ended up letting us take Gladys and mess around with her a little bit, which was super nice. We got to lead her around and just kind of see how she reacted to everything.
Back up. Back up. Oh, Gladys, you're smart. Gladys, you're so smart. Yeah.
Hi.
Come on, baby.
Oh. I don't know that I like her. No, me either.
She's hyper. She's probably hyper. She's probably been in a trailer and...
Yeah.
Got the fillies? Back up. Back up.
She's getting pretty hyper there.
Oh.
She's pretty sweet.
She's a sweetheart.
She is. Daddy's starting to like her. I can tell from his face.
I'm liking her too, and now I'm worried enough.
Yeah, me too. She's got a pretty eyes and face.
She's just so sweet.
I could really tell that JR and Becca were really loving Gladys. We had a little bit of time to spare before Gladys and the other mare went into the sale ring. So we walked around to see what else was on the fairgrounds, and this was specifically a draft horse sale, and then Saturday is a quarter horse pony sale. So those are most of the breeds that were on the fairgrounds. And we saw this little pony walking around. I had to get a quick video because look at the color and the pattern on him. I mean, it was just really cool looking. We walked around quite a while looking for the 4th Clydesdale mare that was supposed to be there, and we did find her stall, but it was empty. We kept going back and she was never there. So we actually never got to see her until she went into the ring.
Clydesdale mare. Rossi was rode on trail ride. She has a nice trot, lope circles. She is sired by Boulder Bluff Code Blue, and her mother is Fancy, and she is by Armageddon's Lord Leviticus on the second dam. By Blackgate Expo. This is a 4-year-old registered Clydesdale mare. She stands 17 new hands and should mature to be 18 hands. She's broke to ride and drive, slides up to the mounting block like it's her best friend, smooth walk and trot, has a nice big easy lope, has been ridden on the trail, through water, over the teeter-totter, very friendly, easy to catch. There's lots more here, but here's a really nice mare. Just a 4-year-old now, a Clyde mare. Very broke, nice, cool colored mare. Oh, really? Hey, it tells me here the sire is homozygous black and white and the dam is homozygous black.
Okay, there you are. She's a Clyde mare again.
Papers in hand. Papers are in hand.
So obviously a very well-trained mare, but because we didn't get a look at her beforehand, we didn't even consider bidding on her. She just wasn't quite what we were looking for, and she ended up going quite a bit higher than we could have went anyways. But we thought these little boys really did a good job showing her off and putting a show on with her.
Okay, this is Belle. Belle was listed as bred in the catalog, but she did come up open, but she is clean and ready to breed. She was out in the hind end, recently had chiropractor work, has improved. Her teeth were floated in the fall. Aaron won a big fancy 11-year-old Clydesdale coming to from the best.
Alrighty, if you want that halter Clyde mare, I think I might have her in center stage. Wow, look at all that feather. He'll have been a 8,500.
This mare was super sweet, super gentle, but we didn't bid on her. She just wasn't quite what we were looking for. Plus, with them saying she was lame or had been lame, she just didn't really make sense for us. We're wanting one we can ride, work with Oliver, maybe someday have a foal. So as sweet as she was, she really did seem super sweet. We ended up letting her go. And I actually forgot to write her price down, what she sold for, but I believe it was right around $5,500.
Here she comes.
Don't get your hopes up too much. She's probably going to go too high for me to afford.
Oh, she's so pretty.
But I've got my hopes up.
The registered Clydesdale filly coming to me here. She was born on April the 7th of 2023, making her just come a year old in April. By the Hercules Omega horse, that's Single Storm, that's an imported Clydesdale stud horse. Freedom, Royal's Majestic bred mama. This filly is qualified for the $100,000 Clydesdale Royal Spectacular at the Royal Agricultural Winter Fair in Toronto, Canada that comes up in November.
My hands are sweating.
This year she is qualified for that. You talk about one gorgeous April 7th registered yearling Clydesdale filly. All right, reshuffle that boy, line number 116. All right, there goes 102 for the back here today.
If you haven't been able to tell, out of all of them, this is the one that we actually wanted. She had an awesome personality, and we all kind of connected with her, especially JR and Becca, and they were excited to work with her. But unfortunately, she went a little bit higher than what we were able to go this day. She went for $4,000, which is a very reasonable price, but we had a budget that we needed to stick to. And it's best when you go to a horse sale to know your budget, know what you can handle, and make yourself stick to it, even though sometimes it's very hard. Leaving empty-handed and not bringing the sweet girl home was super sad, but it kind of made us realize how much we do want to get another Clydesdale, and it kind of confirmed it for us. So we will just be patient, and I'm sure the right one will come along, the one that is meant to be with us. And we're actually going to go up to the National Clydesdale sale this week. We're super excited about it. As you know, though, a video can take just a little bit to get out to you guys, but if you want more current updates, you can go to our Patreon. I'll put a link in the description, and we'll be trying to post quite a few videos while we're there, just to keep everybody updated so you can stay on top of what's going on. And don't forget, April 25th is Oliver's 3rd birthday, and over on Patreon, we're going to do a little giveaway just to celebrate his birthday, and do a name drawing for one of his horseshoes. It'll be one of his first horseshoes that he ever wore. And before you head out, if you could do 4 things: comment, like, subscribe, and share. Those 4 things really help us out, and we sure appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all.